Very simple concept tonight. What do you owe your country? Well, specifically, you owe your country honesty. So if you're a criminal, you're doing bad things, then you are anti-American. You owe your country service. So if you can help in some way, you got to help. And that means volunteering. That means trying to improve the environment where you live, whatever. But you owe some kind of service. Fidelity, faithful. If you don't think you can be, then go someplace else where you think you could be faithful, right? And then finally, you owe your country respect. You do. Your country has provided the most opportunity of any country in the world. Most Americans seize the opportunity, some don't, but you need to respect that. Okay, so let's examine two recent high-profile situations. Jimmy Kimmel and George Clooney. So, I know both men. Kimmel I like personally, but he's lost his mind, literally, with the Trump hate stuff. So, British television invites Kimmel on Christmas Day to do a commentary, which the British TV knows is going to be anti-Trump, because that's all Kimmel does now. He hates Trump every hour, on the hour. That's what he does. And Kimmel does it. This is British television. Roll the tape.
I do know what's going on over here, though. And I can tell you that from a fascism perspective, this has been a really great year. Tyranny is booming over here. You may have read in your colorful newspapers, my country's president would like to shut me up because I don't adore him in the way he likes to be adored. The American government made a threat against me and the company I work for, and all of a sudden we're off the air.
Well, that's not true. Kimmel got booted off the air because he accused MAGA people of being involved with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and some major companies that carried his program said, we don't want him anymore. And then Disney put the arm on those companies, so Kimmel was suspended, and he came back. So the government didn't have anything to do with it. But Kimmel just didn't tell the truth. And how did the British people know? They don't know, right? They don't know what happened. And then fascism, tyranny. So Kimmel knows the audience over there. This is not his American audience. It's a totally different audience. So he is bad-mouthing his own country abroad. I think that's pretty treacherous myself. Now, does it mean anything? It doesn't. Jimmy Kimmel has no weight. Nobody really cares what he says. Okay? But he's being disloyal. Absolutely disloyal to his country. You can't justify what he did. Now, if he's here, freedom of speech, dissent, all that, that's okay. It's okay. But you go abroad and you're running down your own country and you're not telling the truth? No. George Clooney. So as you know, Clooney got Biden out of the race by writing an op-ed in the New York Times saying Clinton said Biden was senile, which he was. And Clooney did that in conjunction with Barack Obama and other Democratic big shots. Clooney's an ardent liberal, always has been, nothing wrong with that. Okay? That's his belief system. Now, Clooney says, I'm a French citizen. I got a French passport, my wife and children, too. Okay. Well, how'd you get it? You don't have French ancestors, as far as I know. Your wife doesn't. All right. She's Lebanese British. So Clooney bought it. $10 million in real estate. So the French, happy to have him. So Clooney goes, I want to live in France because of the paparazzi in LA. Okay. I can understand that. I don't think Clooney's a big enough star to have to worry about that, but that's just my shallow opinion. I could be wrong. Okay? There are many other way more famous people that raise children in the United States. Okay? I'm more famous than George Clooney. Okay? I did it. I didn't have to go to Ireland, and I got Irish descendants. So Clooney is moving to France. Good. Bye. I don't even like you. But don't give me that you're doing it for some noble reason. Okay, you're doing it because your wife told you to do it, and you bought your way in over there. Clooney didn't give up his American citizenship. He's got dual. But you can't have dual. I can't have dual. If I went over to France and said, hey, I want a French passport, they're going to get out of here. In French. I don't know how to say it. Okay. But Clooney, he's gone. Good. Good. I hope he's happy over there. And most of all, I hope his kids are protected. Now, Clooney and I go way back. And this is a little history lesson. So right after 9/11, there was a big telethon. And Clooney, to his credit, signed up to be the master of ceremonies. And that thing raised $350 million. You'll remember this, okay? But the money was tied up in red tape bureaucracy. I kicked that down. I got the money sprung, okay? Clooney called me a liar, attacked me for doing that. And then I had to go media on it. This is a interview that was done November 8th, 2021. Go.
George Clooney gets on television, Charlie, and he looks you in the eye.
Yeah.
And 200 million other Americans and says, every cent of this money in this telethon tonight, and this is exactly what he says, will go to help the grieving families. Okay?
Right.
That's not true. That's not true. By the charity's own admission, not every cent's going to go. And
Wait. But where is it? What percentage of it is not going, and where is that percentage going?
77% now is supposed to go through the 9/11 fund, which is what this telethon is.
Right.
All right. So George Clooney said something that wasn't true right off the bat. But I don't blame him.
That's one issue. Put that over here. That's
I don't
one
blame
issue.
him for that.
All right.
He didn't know.
Right.
But I blame him for not following up on his pitch to the American people. If it's you, if it's me, and we go out and ask people for money,
Right.
and that money doesn't get to where we said it was going to get, I'm damn well going to find out about it. How about you?
If you're on the line, yes.
Well, Clooney doesn't think he has a responsibility to do that.
Okay, so George and I, not, what is it, bon ami, or something, I don't know. But I don't really have anything personally against him. I hope he's happy over there in France. I don't think he's besmirching his country. He did absolutely the wrong thing during the 9/11 telethon, no doubt about it. He got crushed by me, hates me. Okay, I understand why. But Kimmel, subversive. Clooney, just not that bright. Thank you for watching, and on a consistent basis, too. Our YouTube reports, we'll have them all throughout this year, and we'll see you again in a couple of days.